Alleluia, 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 Alleluia. Whoever loves me will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him. Alleluia, Alleluia, Alleluia. The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, Lord.
Jesus said to his disciples, "Not everyone who says to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father in heaven. Many will say to me on that day, 'Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? Did we not drive out demons in your name? Did we not do mighty deeds in your name?' Then I will declare to them solemnly, 'I never knew you. Depart from me, you evildoers.' Everyone who listens to these words of mine and acts on them will be like a wise man who built his house on rock. The rain fell, the floods came, the winds blew and buffeted the house, but it did not collapse. It had been set solidly on rock. Everyone who listens to these words of mine but does not act on them will be like a fool who built his house on sand. The rain fell, the floods came, the winds blew and buffeted the house, and it collapsed and was completely ruined." When Jesus finished these words, the crowds were astonished at his teaching, and he taught them as one having authority and not as their scribes. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Well, the invitation to enter the kingdom of heaven is actually the hope of all of us. And the question then is, how do you do that? How does that happen? And Jesus says to us, really, it's only the one who does the will of my Father in heaven will enter the kingdom of heaven. So then that becomes the question, so what is the will of the Father? And I think it rests directly with the two great commandments Jesus gives us. First, to love God with our whole heart and soul and mind and strength, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. Even with great deeds, wonderful, even things happening, unless those two great commandments are really burned into our hearts and lived in our lives, we are still not doing the will of the Father. Let's pray during this Eucharist that we may follow what Jesus has asked us to do and who Jesus has called us to be, that we may be with the Father in heaven forever.